Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Adventure Comics 180, the grand prize of the Underworld. Two apologies right up front. One, they're doing construction on my street. You may have heard it in the last 2 or 3 videos. I can't do anything about that. They're just working out there. And two, I screwed up, and due to looking into other notes beforehand, 180 and 181 got switched around. I didn't notice that till after I recorded the 181 video. Currently, this is not a huge issue in these videos because there isn't much continuity, if any. But that might become a problem later on. Though, when continuity does become a whole thing and, say, a story is multi-parts, I'd probably notice that in the notes right away. It's not a huge issue now, but it is laziness on my part, so I do apologize for that. So the grand prize of the Underworld is actually a really fun story that almost makes up for the repetitive nature of Golden Age Superboy stories or Superman stories. You see, and wonderfully timely, as I am recording this right after the Oscars, in fact, this actually worked out that I screwed up. Criminals apparently have their own award banquet. Yeah, their own award show, where they award excellency in crime. I kind of love this idea. It's so silly it works, but two massive problems about this. One, having a meetup where basically the world's most famous criminals are all in the same place at the same time is just asking to be raided. This all feels like a cop trap. Like the whatever organization that's putting this on is secretly the police. That's not what the twist is. Two, it seems to be taking place in Smallville. I have no actual evidence of this, but at the beginning, there is a criminal who commits a crime who wants to try to submit it for the award show that night, which is not how award shows work. You have like a time limit. But he arrives there that night, so it has to be in Smallville or close enough to Smallville. You should be holding this award ceremony away from what is possibly, due to the continuity not existing or a shared universe quite existing, the only superhero that might exist in the world. You should be having this award show across the world, not in the place where Superboy could inadvertently hear it. Now, there is actually a big award that has never been presented. That is the Superboy Award for tricking Superboy. It is a life-size golden statue of Superboy. Chekhov's Superboy statue. Also love this. I have no idea how you would carry it out. Like, even if it's hollow, it's still unwieldy to pick up a full boy statue and take it out and put it somewhere. They're not the most forward-thinking people. So a criminal named Sphinx, no idea why he's named Sphinx, there doesn't seem to be anything Sphinx about him, plans to win this award by the time of the next award ceremony, which I guess is in a year or maybe less. Maybe they hold these every month. Unfortunately, this sets up the repetitive nature of a Superboy, Superman story of 3 things happening. He tries 3 times to defeat Superboy. We only really see the first 2. The other is sort of recapped in a video. Though you could argue the first criminal who showed up counted as one of the things. So there is sort of a cheating 3 things happening here. And they're not the most spectacular things. He does go blind due to the first crime, and he tries to use that in his advantage later on. Oh, I guess he actually does do 3, and then there's a video one. That one's the one that's not explicitly a crime. One is really involving him using his blindness to try to trick Superboy. But at the end, after we've seen him fail multiple times, he shows up at the award ceremony saying he's done it. We see a video of him basically begging Superboy as a blind man for a coin. So I guess he tricks Superboy into giving him a coin, though he is really blind. And I guess this wins well enough. They all think it's funny to give him the Superboy statue. Unfortunately, as you might have figured out, having a replica of Superboy, even painted gold, is just asking for trouble, as it turns out Superboy painted himself gold and has been in this award ceremony the whole time. I told you it's a bad idea to hold it where Superboy is. Even if he has no notion of this going on, he might inadvertently hear it due to his sensitive hearing. So yeah, all these guys are going to jail. Actually, a really good day for lowering crime rates, apparently, if most of the criminals in the world are in this banquet hall. Just really dumb on them, but a wonderful bit of setup and payoff of Superboy just breaking through that glass that I can't even be disappointed by it. I totally expected that to backfire, and it wonderfully comes into place. Sometimes being predictable is quite great if the story itself works. It's sort of like a twist. Even if you see the twist coming, if the twist actually has something to say and has some effect on the story, it works, even if the audience had figured it out since the beginning. I'd rather have that than a twist that has no purpose in the story other than to shock the audience. But I think it works well enough that I do kind of like it. I know I said loved it, but I'm trying to get across that I think it's good to okay, not great. Okay, that is it from Adventure Comics 180, the grand prize of the Underworld. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Friday is Bat Friday. We cover a Batman story, neither Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the boy of tomorrow? And what are they going to do for next year if everybody's been arrested? We're going to have to get a whole new crime vacuum to get in here. Okay, have a great day.